This is Arts Alive. I'm Lynda Philippi, and my guests today are Ember Eastman, Lance Netman, and Seth Renne. And Seth is the director of Gallery's new play, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, which is a musical opening February 27th.
February 27th.
Perfect. Great. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So, Lance, I have to tell you that I saw you kind of out of the corner of my eye, and I think, he grew a beard.
I'm normally bearded, but yes,
Not
I'm
quite that bearded.
definitely making it a fulsome beard.
Yes, so that it's properly Dickens.
Yes, I'm going very Victorian with it.
I love it. It looks
very
great.
Shortly.
Yeah. Very Victorian, very shortly. Well, Seth, since you're here, let's talk about the play and what made you decide to do Edwin Drood.
Cool. I had done The Mystery of Edwin Drood when I was in college at Western Oregon, and it was one of those shows that we could have just kept doing. It was so much fun. We never wanted to end our run, and we only did eight performances. And so when the opportunity arose to do it again, I jumped at it. It's just such a fun piece to work on, particularly because of the concept where it's a musical based off of an unfinished book that Charles Dickens was writing, and he died and never concluded it. And so every night the show can be a little bit different because there are three key factors in every performance that the audience votes on.
Okay.
So there are three different things that the audience gets to choose every night. And depending on combinations, it's something like 580.
No, it's 400 and something.
400 something? Like somewhere in the 400 to 500 range of possible combinations of endings that you could see.
Wow. That seems almost amazing to
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Wow. So the audience, just is it like a show of hands kind of thing?
So the first thing that they vote on every night is in Act 2, a detective shows up that most literary scholars believe was supposed to be a character that we had met earlier in the show or in the book in disguise.
Okay.
And so the first thing they vote on is who is the identity of the mystery detective Dick Datchery. And so that one we do by applause. So
Okay.
whoever gets the most noise wins. Then we get to pick the murderer. And there's 8 combinations of murder or 8 different choices of murder that you can pick from. And that one is done by our ensemble going out and taking a secret ballot from audience members. So even the audience won't know who it is until we reveal it.
I see. Okay.
And then the last thing that we vote on every night is the Music Hall Royale, where this production is being put up, firmly believes that everyone deserves a happy ending. So we're going to pick 2 characters to have them fall in love. And it may make sense. It can be anything from Rosa, who is the ingenue, and John Jasper, who's the choir master that's been in love with her the entire time, which kind of makes sense. Or it can be anything from the Princess Puffer, the mistress of the opium den, and the Reverend Chris Sparkle. So depending on how with it your audience is, they can pick the brother and sister, they can pick the stonemason and the exotic woman from India, or all kinds of things.
Any combination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And we won't know either
Yeah.
Oh, you won't.
until
And that one is done
the
by
votes come
audience
in.
cheer, and they pick one at a time. So they're going to pick the girl first, then they pick the guy. So you never know, up until 30 seconds before that happens, you don't know if you're going to be doing a scene or what scene you'll be doing.
So you have to learn a lot of different scenes that may or may not be needed.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
it's much different than your usual theater fare.
Oh, I would think so. I mean, I could see if this was, a Broadway thing, and you're going to do it, a couple hundred times, you might get used to it. But that's really challenging.
Yeah.
For 4 weekends?
Yeah, we'll do 11 performances
Oh
over
my
4 weekends.
goodness. Well, and it's very likely you won't do the same play twice.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And we kind of hope that we
Hopefully
don't.
not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah.
Because that means that everybody's going to get a chance to do something that otherwise they might not get an opportunity.
Wow. Okay, Amber, what about you? Who do you play?
I play the Princess Puffer.
Okay.
So I'm the Madam of the Opium Den.
Okay. So Charles Dickens, he went all out on that one, huh?
He's a little dark,
Yeah.
So you got to have that dark character in any Dickens.
And has it been a fun role for you?
It's been, yes, it's been hilarious.
Oh, good,
It's been
okay.
a lot of fun.
Let's talk about the music. I mean, I don't think Dickens necessarily intended this to be a musical.
Probably not.
No.
So the show was written by Rupert Holmes, who you might know from the Pina Colada song.
Oh, okay.
That was probably the thing he was most famous for before Drood came along, and honestly, probably the thing he's still most famous for.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
But it's actually a very kind of a classical Broadway score to it.
It is.
It's got, for somebody that had written the Pina Colada song,
Really?
there is some just beautifully stunning music in this show. There's a quartet that 4 women sing early in Act 1 that is just beautiful. And we have, this cast is phenomenal. It's really something special to watch all of these people on stage.
Well, I have to say that one of the things that I thought was kind of, I don't know, intriguing and fun is the way that you've kind of managed this production. You're starting from, the way that you announced who was going to be in the different roles. A lot of build-up and a lot of fun. I like the way you did that. So it seems like if the cast is having as much fun as you seem to be, then I guess that's good.
Well, are you?
I think we are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am.
good. He's like, I'm having a blast. Oh, God.
Well, that too, but yeah.
Sure.
Lance
That's what-
has quite a line load in this one.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure if Seth will remember saying this or if he will just flat out deny it, but I remember when I was first asking about the show, he may have told me that, the chairman, it's a pretty small role. And then I started reading Act 2, where I'm
We have a 19-page monologue.
basically, for
He just
about
doesn't stop talking.
for about 15 minutes, I'm just speaking.
it's, you say what you got to say to get the people in.
Yeah, exactly.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. He knew he wanted you in the role.
I guess so, because
Nobody else can handle it.
I bought in. I bought
that's
in
not-
when
I mean,
they
but
were
that's-
first posted.
That's really amazing because it's a great role. I mean, a great man's role. People always complain that, where are the good roles, right? So you have one.
Here it is.
And so do you, right?
Yes, I do. I'm quite enjoying it.
My character is very much the ringmaster.
Okay.
So, and I knew that going in,
Yeah.
of course.
So can you be also a murderer, a detective, or a faller and lover?
No.
Okay.
He's actually one that
I
can't.
cannot.
Okay.
So
Oh, darn,
I
you
don't
have to
have to learn all the
lines.
wonderful things you have to learn.
Because you number one, you have obviously a pretty challenging role as it is and pivotal that you stay
Yeah.
in the character.
I'm the narrator. I'm the one that keeps
He's like a
steers
master
the
of
ship
ceremonies.
straight.
Okay.
That because of it being set in an English music hall, there was a lot of audience interaction in that type of theater. And so he's the one that is going to be kind of guiding the audience along with, okay, so this is what we're going to do now, and this is what we need you to do.
Okay. Wow.
So he's got a lot to remember just in that, and making sure that the order of stuff goes. And
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, during the production, are you doing anything special? Are you having any events or any receptions, anything like that?
we're probably going to do an opening night reception.
Okay.
It's still in the works, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to go through, and hopefully will be become a thing that we do on opening nights.
I would think so. Yeah. I think opening night is really special. Okay.
Are we doing the BOGO this time too?
Yeah, so we have the BOGO on the first Saturday, which is buy one get one free. So 2 adult tickets for the price of 1. You can get it by going to the box office or calling in. It's not available online.
Okay. But still, it's a great way for people to see theater if they're on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a big fan of if anyone wants to show up in costume, classic Victorian,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I will not be opposed to that. That would
No.
be very fun.
That would be
Sort
fun
of
for us.
steampunky would be nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
The music hall style,
Yeah.
if you're not familiar with it, is very much like Seth was saying. It's about audience participation, singing along, calling back,
I love
One
that.
of the first
Fun,
things that
sure.
happens
It's very fun.
before the show even begins, we have our ensemble out actually talking to the audience members as they come in and giving them kind of the lowdown of what's going to be going on. But we, right from the beginning, try to train them that whenever we say the title of the show, we will say, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, and try
I
to
love
get
it.
everybody to go along with it.
I love it. That's very fun. Okay.
So right from the beginning, we try to warm them up and get them interacting so that by the time we get to Act 2, where they're bringing in all the conclusions here, they're so with it that they want to see why would the Princess Puffer have murdered Edwin Drood. You know, why would they?
Why not?
Right?
Why not put Durdles the stonemason and Helena together as lovers in the end? You know.
So, Seth, when you did this in college, were you were in it?
I was in it. I played the Reverend Chris Sparkle when I did it in college.
Okay. And did for the 8 performances that you did you ever do the same ending?
3 of them we ended up with the same ending,
Did
but
you?
other
Okay.
than that, we did not.
Surprising. Okay,
Yeah.
so there was one that kind of it was weighted a little
Yeah,
more heavily.
there are some things that make a little more sense and when picking the endings, but you kind of always hope that
People will go for the
people will go
whimsical.
for the-
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's
We'll be
great.
trying to sway the audience too beforehand.
Well, and that's, you know, out of the 8 performances we did in college, I got picked as murderer 4 times. But I was out in the house before the show started going up to people saying, please vote for me. My mother is in the house tonight, and you wouldn't want to deny her the chance of seeing her son convicted of murder, right?
Oh, that's great. So are you going to encourage
So,
that sort of thing
yeah,
as well?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really
we want
working
them to
the
go
crowd.
out and really vie for those votes.
Oh,
Get
okay,
them
I
to,
love it.
You know, really make them want to vote for you.
You know what? This is a really fun and interactive theater experience. I love that. That's great. I don't think, has Gallery ever done anything like this?
Not quite like this.
No, I don't
think
think
it's
so.
probably a first.
It's fairly unique in Broadway shows in
Yeah.
and of itself.
Yeah.
And has this been done, like, has it been on Broadway?
Yeah, it opened on Broadway originally with Betty Buckley, and
This has been a while back.
yeah, there was a revival a couple years ago starring Cheetah Rivera.
Okay.
So it's only had 2 big Broadway runs, which is actually not a lot for some musicals.
No, not for a Dickens unfinished murder mystery. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I think this is going to be great. So to talk about your set, is the set challenging?
It's pretty enormous. So we have the English Music Hall set, and then the set of Edwin Drood within the stage. So we have a giant false proscenium with 2 big boxes for box seats that kind of frame the stage, and then the pieces within it that are part of the show. It was designed by Adam Ewing, and he's phenomenal. He
That's great.
designed the Little Shop of Horrors set, if you remember that, which
Yeah.
was unreal.
Really great, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over the dates and times again.
So it's February 27th through March 21st.
Okay.
Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, Sundays at 3.
Okay, great. And tickets available online.
Online at gallerytheater.org or by calling the box office at 472-2227.
Perfect, okay, great. I love it. Well, I wish you all, you know, I hope you get chosen as the murderer at least once. You're eligible.
Yes.
Yes, she
Okay,
is.
perfect, great. Anyway, thank you very much for coming in today, and I can't wait to see this play.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.